TUN 618 is neither a typical star nor an ordinary galaxy. It is a quasar, an extraordinarily luminous galactic nucleus powered by one of the most massive black holes ever measured. Situated more than 10 billion light-years away in the constellation Canes Venatici, TON 618 appears through telescopes as a faint, star-like point of light. That modest appearance conceals an engine of almost unimaginable scale, radiating energy across vast stretches of the observable universe and offering astronomers a glimpse into a much earlier cosmic era. At the heart of TON 618 resides an ultramassive black hole estimated to contain roughly 66 billion times the mass of the Sun. This figure places it far beyond the category of the already immense supermassive black holes commonly found at galactic centers. For comparison, the black hole at the center of the Milky Way, Sagittarius A*, has a mass of about 4 million suns. TUN 618 outweighs it by a factor of more than 16,000. Its event horizon spans a region so enormous that if positioned at the center of our solar system, it would extend well beyond the orbit of Neptune. The scale is so extreme that it forces astronomers to reconsider the upper limits of black hole growth. The brilliance of TON 618 does not originate from the black hole itself, because a black hole, by definition, emits no light. The extraordinary luminosity comes from the accretion disk that surrounds it. Gas and dust drawn inward by intense gravity form a rapidly rotating disk that heats to millions of degrees through friction, compression, and magnetic turbulence. As matter spirals closer to the event horizon, gravitational potential energy is converted into radiation with remarkable efficiency. In some cases, the energy output from this accretion process can exceed that produced by nuclear fusion in stars, making quasars among the most powerful continuous energy sources in the universe. The total luminosity of TON 618 is estimated to be on the order of 100 trillion times the Sun's output. This immense brightness allows it to outshine the galaxy that hosts it. From our perspective, it appears faint only because of its enormous distance. Were such a quasar located within our local cosmic neighborhood, it would dominate the sky, overwhelming starlight and casting a permanent glow across surrounding space. Its radiation spans multiple wavelengths, including visible light, ultraviolet, and X-rays, revealing the extreme physical conditions near the black hole. The light we detect today began its journey more than 10 billion years ago. When those photons were emitted, the universe was young, less than 4 billion years old. Galaxies were forming at a rapid pace, colliding and merging frequently, and vast reservoirs of cold hydrogen gas fueled intense episodes of star formation and black hole growth. TUN 618 represents a preserved record of that formative period. Observing it is equivalent to studying a fossilized remnant of early cosmic history captured in traveling light. The existence of such an enormous black hole at such an early time presents a major theoretical challenge. Standard models suggest that black holes form from the remnants of massive stars and then grow gradually through accretion and mergers. However, assembling a black hole of 66 billion solar masses within a few billion years after the Big Bang requires sustained and highly efficient growth. Some theories propose the formation of massive seed black holes through direct collapse of dense primordial gas clouds, bypassing smaller intermediate stages. Others suggest that repeated mergers in dense galactic environments accelerated their mass accumulation. TUN 618 provides a crucial observational anchor for testing and refining these ideas. Quasars like TON 618 also exert profound influence on their host galaxies. As matter spirals inward, magnetic fields near the black hole can redirect some of the inflowing material into narrow jets that shoot outward along the rotational axis at velocities approaching the speed of light. These relativistic jets can extend thousands or even hundreds of thousands of light years, injecting energy into interstellar and intergalactic space. By heating surrounding gas, they can suppress or regulate star formation, effectively shaping the long-term evolution of their galaxies. Thus, the central black hole becomes a dynamic participant in galactic development rather than a passive gravitational sink. The gravitational environment near such an ultramassive black hole is governed by the principles of general relativity. Space-time curvature becomes extreme near the event horizon, and time itself would pass more slowly for an observer close to the black hole compared to one far away. Tidal forces would stretch and compress matter dramatically, a process often referred to as spaghettification. Although these effects are predicted by well-established physical laws, TON 618 exemplifies them at extraordinary scales, providing an opportunity to study gravity under conditions unattainable in any laboratory on Earth. Spectroscopic observations of TON 618 reveal additional details about its nature. The broad emission lines detected in its spectrum indicate that gas in the accretion disk is moving at tremendous velocities, sometimes thousands of kilometers per second. These measurements allow astronomers to estimate the black hole's mass and the rate at which it consumes matter. Variations in brightness over time provide insight into the dynamics of the accretion process, revealing fluctuations in the inflow of material and changes in the surrounding environment. Despite its immense power, TON 618 poses no danger to Earth. Its vast distance ensures that the radiation reaching us is extremely weak. Moreover, what we observe reflects a distant past, not its present condition. Quasars represent active phases in a black hole's life cycle. When the supply of infalling gas diminishes or is expelled by energetic processes, the quasar's brilliance fades, leaving behind a dormant black hole. It is entirely possible that TON 618 has already entered a quieter state. The light we see today is a record of its earlier, more luminous era. The broader significance of TON 618 extends beyond its physical characteristics. It demonstrates that the early universe was capable of generating structures of extraordinary scale and complexity. Gravity, acting over immense spans of time, assembled concentrations of mass that challenge our understanding of cosmic evolution. The presence of ultramassive black holes suggests that galaxy formation and black hole growth were closely linked from the earliest epochs. Studying TON 618 also highlights the importance of light as a messenger across time. Each photon that arrives carries information about the temperature, composition, and motion of the material that emitted it. By analyzing this light, astronomers reconstruct events that occurred billions of years ago, effectively reading the universe's history. TON 618, thus, serves as both a beacon and a time capsule, illuminating the processes that shaped the cosmos during its youth. In a broader philosophical sense, TON 618 underscores the dual nature of black holes as both destroyers and creators. While they consume matter and prevent light from escaping once it crosses the event horizon, they also power some of the brightest phenomena in existence. The gravitational collapse that forms a black hole can, under the right conditions, generate extraordinary luminosity. This interplay between darkness and brilliance reveals the complexity of cosmic processes. Ultimately, TON 618 stands as a testament to the extremes permitted by the laws of physics. It exemplifies how gravity can build engines of staggering power and how the universe, even in its earliest epochs, was capable of producing structures that defy easy comprehension. Through continued observation and theoretical refinement, objects like TON 618 deepen our understanding of cosmic evolution, black hole growth, and the energetic mechanisms that light up the distant universe.